Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to be your own at-home photographer. I'm going to be showing you all the equipment I use and the tools I use for editing, and it all can be done from your phone. I'll show you the whole process from beginning to end on how to get good quality pictures by yourself. And we're going to start with just doing my makeup first, so let's go ahead and get into it. The setup for how I take my pictures here in my room. So basically I have a desk like in front of my window, so I just sit at my desk in front of the window for some good natural light. And then I also have this little tripod thing with a ring light that I got from Amazon. I'll link it down below, but I'm pretty sure it's like $30, and the ring light's super helpful. As you can see, that definitely like brightens up the scene. I mean, the natural light is okay, but like the way my room is positioned on the house, not much sunlight gets in here, so it is definitely helpful to have like another source of light. And then I also have a lamp on my desk, so I turn that on too. So lighting is key. It also came with like a little remote, so you can take your pictures from where you are instead of having to use self-timer, which I think is really helpful. I'm gonna connect my phone to the remote. I take all my pictures with my phone. My front camera is a little bit busted because my screen got cracked when I fell off my bike. It got cracked pretty bad. I haven't gotten it fixed yet. So my front camera, the pictures, you can kind of see the crack in the pictures. But whenever I take my pictures, I take some with the front camera, some with the back camera, so I'll do both. So yep, I just set my phone up on my little tripod, and then I take my pictures that way. Favorite kind of pictures to do for myself are outdoor pictures. So let's go find a spot outside and do pictures there. So basically I'm just gonna like wander around the backyard and just find like a cool little spot. So I think we have a good spot. The lighting is just, like I said, it's brighter in front. We're in a shadow kind of like under this tree. So that makes it like a lot darker behind us, but it's still bright in front. So that makes for like a good, I don't know all the professional photography terms because I'm no professional, but I just know that when it's brighter in front of me and darker behind me, it makes for like a really good picture, because you don't want it so bright where it's just like washing out your face and making you really white. So I think this is really good because it's not super bright, but it's a good balance, you know? So I'm gonna set up right here. I can already tell these are gonna come out so much better than like the pictures I took inside. I can just already tell. These are so pretty. good picture in here somewhere. I just took a bunch, so I'm sure there's at least a few that are okay. And yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. Pretty much just use this little tripod thing and my iPhone and make it do what it do. I'm gonna go inside and edit these because my allergies, as you can probably hear, are killing me. I'm gonna go inside and show you how I edit my pictures in there, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Okay, so the three main apps that I use to edit are QuickShot, Facetune, Lightroom, and Photoshop Express. I'm gonna start with the pictures we took yesterday. The indoor pictures, I basically just go through and favorite whichever one that I like and that I want to kind of edit. So I already favorited this one. So first I'm gonna open it in Facetune. And here is where I just kind of perfect the picture as best that I can. Well, not perfect it, but just like enhance the details about myself that I want to enhance. First off, I'd like to make my eyelashes a little bit darker because, you know, I didn't put on lashes or anything, so that just kind of gives my eyelashes a little bit more definition. So I'm gonna do that. And then I like to highlight the areas of my face that, you know, that you would typically highlight with makeup. So like my nose, I like to add some highlight to that. But I'm using the details tool, as you can see. Like, I'm still on details to highlight those places. And then, like, you can tell the before and after, it's a lot more detailed. And then also, I don't know what this, like, part of my cheek, but you can see in the picture, there's like, it's not a dimple. I don't really know what that is. It's just kind of like a little indentation. I don't know, but I like that. I feel like it makes my face look more chiseled. So I just detail that a little bit. So you can see that's a little bit more detailed. My lip gloss, add some detail to that, make it a little bit more shiny. Sometimes I'll detail my hair, but for this particular picture, my hair is pretty frizzy. So if I add any more detail to that, it's just gonna look a little bit, just more frizzy. I can show you. Like, if I, see how that looks ridiculous? So, let me erase that. I'm not gonna add any detail to my hair for this picture. I think that's pretty much everything I want to detail. You gotta be careful with Facetune because there's so many options to really change the way the picture looks. Like this little pimple, I could make that go away, but I feel like it just starts to look artificial, especially that smooth tool. If you're using the Facetune app, be so very careful with that smooth tool, because if you start like smoothing out your face to try to get rid of stuff like pimples and stuff, it's just gonna start to look so artificial. So I try to stay completely away from that. So as you can see, that little pimple right there, I could easily just smooth that away, but I'm gonna leave it just because I try not to use that tool too much. So that is the final thing that I'm gonna do with Facetune, so I'll save it. And then I'm gonna go to QuickShot. QuickShot is basically the app that I use to use filters. I don't typically like filters, but I do like the filters on QuickShot. So I'm gonna take that picture that we just created and, ooh, not that. Look at the filters. The ones with the stars are not free, so I don't use those. Basically, I'm just going for something that I feel like fits the vibe of the picture. I think that one looks really good. That's really pretty, but that's not free, so we're gonna keep going. This one's cool. I like the way this makes it look. It's kind of a vintage feel. I like the way that kind of like highlights my face. That's a cool filter. I'm gonna stick with the first one. Was it this one? Or this one? Okay, so it's definitely this one. And I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. You can adjust the intensity of the filter. So I'm just gonna turn it down a little because it doesn't need to be that intense. So that looks good. Then I'll save that picture. And then I'll take it over to Photoshop Express. And then this is where I like to fine tune the picture. So editing those details like the colors, the lighting, all those small things. And I need to charge my phone. Off gate, I like to turn the blacks down a little bit because that kind of makes my hair look, see how it makes everything a little bit more dark. So I just like to turn that down just a tiny bit. You can see the before and after. It just makes my hair a little bit darker. I like the way that looks. What else? Dehaze. I use this tool sometimes to make the picture a little bit more clear, but that's giving me too much saturation, so I'm not going to use that. Put that back at 0. Clarity. We don't need any of that. I think this picture will be cool if it has like more of a vintage feel, so maybe I'll turn the fade up a little and also the green. See what it looks like before. This is before, after, before, after. So maybe I'm not feeling the fade, so I'll take that off, but I do like the green. There's filters on this app too, but I don't really mess with these filters ever. Oh, this one looks kind of cool though. Okay, I kind of like the way this filter looks. But I don't want it to look over filtered, you know? So maybe just a teeny tiny bit. So let's look at the before. This is the before, after, before, after. And I don't think I'm really feeling the green, so I'm gonna go back and turn that grain down a little bit. And then I just wanna sharpen up my face a little bit. And I like how that looks, so I'm gonna save that. Okay, so this is the picture we started out with. You can see it's just a little bit dull, kind of flat. And then this is the picture that we ended up with. A little bit more highlighted, more vintage feeling. And you can see my hair is darker. My nose, lip gloss, everything is just a little bit more detailed. So yeah, that would be how I edit that picture. And then for the pictures that we took outside pictures are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of indoor pictures, but I mean, obviously I take indoor pictures sometimes, but outdoor pictures are my absolute favorite. So this one should be fun. So out of the ones we took outside, this one's kind of cute. There were a few that I liked, but I think the one that I liked the best was, not that one. The one that I liked the best was this one. Okay, so off gate, I can already tell there's weird things about this picture. First of all, my posture is kind of off. My posture does look a little bit weird. So I'm just gonna crop it so that we don't have to, like my shoulder, my back just looks a little weird. So if I just crop it there, then you can't really tell. Then also my t-shirt is doing a weird thing down there, so let's just crop that out as well. I don't want to crop too much. Okay, I think that's good. So it's not like awkward and you can still get the vibe of the picture. So that works for me. So first, let's take it through Facetune. And again, I just want to start by detailing the parts of my face that I want to pop. So this little highlight over here on my cheek, I'm going to detail that. Again, I'll detail my lip gloss, detail the highlight on my nose and in the corner of my eyes. Today I didn't put on any mascara, so I'm going to definitely make sure to detail my eyelashes. It's not really going to make it look like I have lashes, but it's just going to make my lash line darker, which kind of just, I mean, I don't know, I think that looks better. So detail my eyelashes and my eyes as well. I think I'm going to detail my baby hairs on this one. My earrings, I like for my jewelry to be really shiny. Detail my necklace a little bit. And I might add a little bit of detail to my hair. All right, so this is before, this is after. Before, after, before, after. It's not a big difference, it's a really subtle difference, but it's a difference nonetheless. And I like the way that looks. So I'm gonna save that, save to camera roll, and then take it through quick shot. Again, this is the one where I get filters. I kind of like that. That gives me like a fairy tale-ish vibe. I like the way that looks. That's kind of cute too. See, this one's a little bit more faded than that one. That one gives me more color and vibrance. This is a really pretty filter, but this one's not free, so. All right, so I'm gonna use this first filter, turn it down just a tad, and save. Then I'm gonna take that picture I just saved in Quick Shot and take it through Photoshop Express. And then here, I'm going to, again, turn the blacks down just a little to make my hair a little bit darker, make my eyes, eyebrows, all that a little bit darker. Dehaze it a little bit so it's a little bit more clear and sharp. Do you see how that looks? Like, this is before with that filter on from Quick Shot, and then this is it now. See? Like, that looks a lot better. I think that's so good. I think that fits the like, that fits the whole scenery, so that's really cute. I don't think I'm gonna put any grain on this. Grain to me just gives it like a more vintage vibe, but that's not really what this picture is giving me. It's not giving me like vintage anything. It's just like natural, so don't need any of that. I'm gonna definitely make sure I sharpen my face. Again, very subtle change, but like, you can tell my face is sharper. These two tools kind of smooth your face out a little bit, but I don't really think my picture needs that. I'm satisfied with the way this picture looks now. So from this app, this is the before, and that's the after. So I'm gonna save that. And then I'll show you what we started with and what we ended with. I'm gonna uncrop it so we can really see the original. All right, this is the original picture, the picture that we started with, raw, unedited, just off the camera roll. And then this is the picture edited. I really like this. I feel like it has like a really cute fairy tale like vibe. I love the colors. I love the tree. Yeah, this is definitely something that I would post to my feed. The other one, the pictures I took inside, they were okay. I definitely like the outdoor picture more. I would absolutely post this on my feed. So one more time, this is the original, and this is it edited. And then from the pictures inside, this is the original and this is the edited version. So that's my whole picture taking process. This is how I do my own pictures here at home by myself. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.